So this movie explains about tables. There are lots and lots of tables because there are lots of things in Jyotish that one might want to calculate. And under the layout examples, there will be different pages, and different pages will have all kinds of different tables. And for layout examples, you can just select a page and it'll appear on the screen. And once you've got stuff on the screen, here this is one of the very useful tables called states and strengths. And as we explained in the charts video, there are two styles. You can either have a descriptive title or you can just have the name of the person, which is useful when you're working with more than one person on screen. We go to same as buttons, we can switch the titles across. So the states and strengths thing, if you right click on it, at the top you'll get help, which will explain about the table. If you want to change the table, you left click. So I just left clicked, and because I clicked on the table, it comes up with what I call the tables page. And the tables page has got access to various kinds of tables. So here on the top right are tables which one might use quite frequently. And there are planet positions, basic planet positions like the table that's over here. There is the Panchang and so forth. This is the states and strengths table that I just clicked on. And this thing here, degrees in, it gives us what we could call precise degrees, or it's the exact positions of the planets in the Varga chart. So in the Navamsha chart, if the planet is half the way through the Navamsha, it will appear as 15 degrees in the Navamsha. So in some cases that's a useful thing. But most of the tables are here under more tables, and even the ones at the top may appear here. So you get a very long list, and you can select from this list. It's all alphabetical, and you just look and see what you want. And it may take a little while to find all the things that you need, but that's because there's just so many possibilities. Interesting things like a Vastu table, the year lord, this is a Varshval table, and so forth. And I put it in twice just to help you find things like that. So whether you're looking for year lord or Varsheshvara, it's cropping up here alphabetically in different places. So the other tables on the page, there's a whole section here for compatibility. So compatibility is the standard Kuta points, Purutams, they say in the south, and these are generally done from the moon, but it can be done from any other planet, including the Lagna Lords and the Atma Karakas. And it scores between two charts. Then there's cross sambandhas, or associations between the charts, and there's a bunch of very interesting tables like the Brigubindus or the secret love points. And also these Arabic parts, or sahams, and it shows whether one person's chart actually triggers the sahams in the other person's chart. Then we have cross aspects. So this is the aspects of one planet, one person's chart, on the other person's chart. And you can use this for transit aspects onto a natal chart, all sorts of things like that. And you can even do aspects from Navamsha planets onto the Rashi planets and so forth. You can choose which kind of aspect you want. You can choose what you're aspecting, whether it's the planets, the houses, the arudas, and so forth. So this is a very powerful thing, and all you have to do is select what you want, click go, and the thing appears. And down here is the same thing, only this is within a single chart. This is aspects of the planets on their same planets within a single chart. And here are all Ashtaka charts. Again, Ashtaka, a lot of possibilities. There's Sarva, which means the totals. There's the individual Ashtaka for the ascendant and the planets. And so you select what you want. click Kakshya because the tables come out, they're called Kakshyas. They're separated into different units. Like each sign is divided into 8, ruled over by the 7 planets in the ascendant. And it amounts to, it's the same, it's simple Ashtaka, but it's divided up in the traditional way. And you can do that cross-comparison, so it just goes to show that whether a natal or a transit planet is crossing the Kakshya of a natal chart and things like that. And this is to do with the transits of Saturn. Then you have a research thing which looks at your whole database or sections of your database and shows the distribution of the planets in the signs, Navamshas and Nakshatras. Please read the help more about that. So these are the options. Of course, you choose the person you want the table for, the kind of color scheme you want, whether you want the table to be transparent. And then the other thing that's very cool is that you can create custom tables. So if we click the Custom Tables button, we get a lot of choices, and we can build up sort of columns. So we can start by putting, the names of the planets, and then maybe we want to have the longitude in degrees and minutes, and then we could put the name of the sign it's in, and so forth. So we build up a table like this. We can give it a title, just type it in here. And then down here we can decide whether we want the table boundaries adjusted to fit the size of the table, and whether we want it transparent. And it's telling us here approximately how wide the table is according to the sort of cell size of our screen. So this is one cell, this table here. And these things we've selected really only fills about 3/4 of a cell. So that's fine. But if we shorten the table, then they won't be too spread out. And we can drag and drop here, move things around. If we select something, we can press the delete key, or here to get rid of it. We can clear it all and start over. And once we've created a few tables, they all appear here as long as we gave them a title. And so, having created a nice table, we go to another page. If we want to put that table, we can just select the table from the list. None have yet been created. So this is all about tables.